Hi, everyone. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Let me make Sarah a co-host. I'd like to make Sarah a co-host, please. Okay, admit all. Here we go. All right, everyone, come on in. Come on in. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. All right.
Hello.
Hello, 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 hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
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 Come on in.
Hi.
Hello, come on in. Make sure you guys mute when you come in. I haven't fixed that yet. Seems to be a problem. Usually we mute it, but we'll figure it out, right, Sarah?
I was looking into it right before this.
I hadn't done it yet. I'm so bad. Just like a lot. I was looking at a lot of videos is what I was doing. And I didn't get to all of your videos, but I was looking at a lot of them. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Great first day. Yay. Welcome to all the people watching the video recording. Hi. We have a lot of you guys that are watching the recording and doing the exercise. So welcome to all of you. Okay, day 2. So I want to give a little feedback. First of all, I just really I want to Yvonne had posted something which was lovely in her dream and everything. And so Yvonne, I wanted to say to you that you need to get your agent. You said you had an agent and you need to get your agent listed on your IMDb. I want everyone to understand that when you're reaching out to your customers are, yes, casting directors. If you have a good agent that's getting you a lot of auditions, you don't need to focus so much on casting directors because the agents are focusing on casting directors. They're not focusing on directors, producers, and writers. They're focusing on casting directors. And if they're a really good agent, which is hard to find, they are actually picking up the phone and pitching you to those casting directors. If you have an agent that is actually doing that, which very few of you do, but if you have an agent that is actually doing that, the only thing that you need to be doing to casting directors is, number one, if you've not been in for them, introducing yourself with a quick email pitch, which we're going to talk about that more, in the next 2 weeks, or you need to be sending an introductory email and just saying, hey, I'm so-and-so. I wanted you to introduce myself to you. This is my agent. I'm sure you heard from them, but I just wanted to take the time to introduce myself personally. And then also when you get auditions, you should be sending thank you notes because it's another way of keeping your face in front of those casting directors. But if you are focused on directors, producers, and writers, which you should be, and we'll talk more about that later. But the thing is that the thing where they're going to look you up is not on Spotlight, is not on Actors Access. They don't even fucking know what that is. I'm sorry to cuss, but they don't know what that is. You guys are so focused on Spotlight and Actors Access because that's what your agents and casting directors use to do their business, which is both of them are old systems, which will be replaced eventually. But where people look you up first and foremost always is IMDb Pro. That's where everyone looks for you. And so you have to make sure that IMDb Pro is updated. And it should not just be all headshots, you guys. If you're familiar with your brand, you know what you're selling, you should have action shots, red carpet shots, screenshots from things that you've done. And if you have an agent, they should be listed on IMDb Pro. If you want to be a series, TV, and film actor. So just be really clear about that. Make sure your agent is on IMDb Pro, because I looked you up, Yvonne, and I didn't see that. And so just make sure that that person is on there. So that's just a quick note of something that I saw when I was looking at all of your stuff. There's a couple people I want to point out that I really liked your dream, and I liked what you had to say. Number one, Lucas. I mean, my God, you know, you reading that quote about Brad Pitt. And if you guys haven't seen Lucas's thing, I love that because it's so specific. And he said he wanted that quote to be about him. And I thought, well, that's a specific dream. That's really clear. He's really clear about what he wants. And oh my God, Lucas, you were like a cross between Ed Norton and Matthew McConaughey. You have a lot going on for you. So I really liked what you did. Gabby, I love your energy. I love your clarity. I love what you want to do. I mean, I really thought that was a great dream, and it really stuck out for me. I want to talk about 3 of our clients. And if you haven't, we have a lot of clients that are here, current and past clients here that are participating in this challenge. And I don't mean to brag, but I'm really proud of you guys because I can really tell that you're really clear about what your dreams are. And I've seen the growth in you as an actor. And I just wanted to point out a few people that are really exciting to me. If you guys have not watched Tosh Jordan's pitch, he edited in things. It was just phenomenal. It was fantastic. And if you guys don't know Tosh, you know, the thing that I was saying to one of our new clients this morning is Tosh is a perfect example of someone that aims really high for like leads in series. And he has big dreams to be like John Wick movie and things like that. And because he aims so high, he's been able to book like a recurring on Bel Air. And he's been able to book Grownish, and he's been able to start booking things that are like on the way there, but he works at that higher dream. And I think that that's really important to understand. So great work, Tosh. Keely, I mean, Keely, you're so clear about your dream about wanting to work every day as an actor. I love that. I love the clarity and what you were saying. That was really amazing. I love that. Isabel, I mean, oh my God, Isabel, if you guys haven't watched Isabel is the genius at manifestation. In fact, she came to we do these 3 retreats a year for our clients. And our last retreat in November, we did a manifestation coach, and Isabel came to that retreat. And Isabel, you are a genius at manifesting. And so she was really clear about, she said, state your dream. She tells you in the video, state your dream and it will come true. Like she stated her early dream was to meet Meryl Streep. She met Meryl Streep. Like she just keeps going, oh, I can manifest what I want in my life. And I believe that you can, Isabel, manifest what you want in your life. So those are like 3, and there was tons more clients that their videos were amazing and awesome. So thank you guys for participating in this challenge, because I think that you hold the light for other people that are maybe new to this kind of thought process and pursuing their acting career to see what's possible for them, that we can really get down to the dream and we can actually get the dream to come true. Because we've been told so many times that the dream can't come true and it's impossible, and that you shouldn't dream so big, and some, you know, all the things we talked about yesterday. Okay, so that's all I want to talk about as far as yesterday. And I'm going to continue. If you haven't had a chance to post your dream, please post it. I will be looking at Facebook every night. Sometimes in the morning, I do have clients throughout the day, and so it's harder for me during the work day to do this. But in the evening, I sit there with my dinner last night and I looked at your dreams, and then I posted my dream, and thank you for the lovely comments I got from you guys. Those were really nice. So anyway, yeah. So, okay. So today, all right. So we're going to keep moving forward. And if you feel like there's a few things I want to tell you, if you feel like behind and that you don't even know what your dream is, and you can't move forward, I just want to encourage you that just keep going forward and taking the action. And for you guys that are perfectionists, I know some of you go, yeah, that's me. I'm a perfectionist, or I want everything to be just right. It's like, it's not going to be just right. Like when I introduced brand, which is what I'm going to introduce to you today, brand is evolution. And when we work with clients on brand, we work over a period of time, and sometimes it takes a year or two to be fully realized and like, oh, this is what I'm selling, right? This is, the clarity is really, really clear of what I'm selling. I'm just going to introduce to you a very beginning part of that today. So don't get overwhelmed. Just do what I tell you to do. And it doesn't need to be perfect. And you don't need to do everything in this challenge. It's just getting a lot of things going for you. A couple things I want to tell you about. One, on March 11th, after the day after this challenge ends, we end on March 10th. We have an event. Some of you have already purchased tickets for that event. And I would recommend that you come to the event because it's going to help you. It's sort of the culmination of everything that you're working on in these 2 weeks. It's called our Accelerate Your Acting Career event. It's called Accelerate Live is actually the name of the event. It is Saturday, March 11th. It goes from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time, which is 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. UK time, and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. LA time. It's a 5-hour event. And what we're going to do during those 5 hours is we're going to do brand work, pitch work, but more detailed work where you'll actually go off into a breakout room and there'll be a lot more time to ask me questions. And then we have a panel that's going to join us. And this panel that's coming together is phenomenal. As we go along in this challenge, I'm going to share with you some of the panelists that are going to be joining us. And these people are open to, and the people that I bring to this event, this is our spring event. And then in the summer, we do a summer event where you pitch yourself to agents and managers. And then in the fall, we do a 3-day event where you get to pitch yourself to casting directors, producers, and writers. And everyone we bring are international. We don't just concentrate on America. So I can tell you that one of the panelists that's going to join us on Saturday, March 11th, is a young lady from Norway who works in the Defense Department of the United States of America. Because she was unable to work as an actress when she was working with us as a client, she decided to pick up a writing career. And in the last 2.5 years, she's written 5 pilots. She's been paid for those pilots, and she's pitched those pilots to Netflix, Norway. And she's become a prolific writer, and she's going to talk to you on the panel about how she's been able to be a multi-hyphenate as an actor and an international actor. And of course, she's written herself into several of those pilots. So, you know, we're going to bring all kinds of different people to talk to you that day. So it's not just me talking to you. I would highly recommend that you get a ticket. Please use the promo code TikTok10. Sarah's going to put it in the chat. You go to the site at the bottom. When you get ready to buy the ticket, it'll give you $10 off the ticket. If you put in that promo code TikTok10, we'll get you $10 off that ticket price. So and I'm going to put that in the email that I send out with the recording, but I just wanted you guys to know, because some of you guys, when you joined the challenge, you saw that we were doing an event and it was a $47 ticket. And I just wanted you to know what that event is about. And so it's really about all of the things that we're talking about in the next 2 weeks, but like, 5 hours of content that is going to help you. Okay, that's enough about that. So your assignment for today, you are going to go out to 10 of your friends. You can do a post on Facebook. You can send an email to 10 of your friends, family, acting teachers. And I would like you to ask them to give you 3 words that best describe you as an actor. 3 adjectives. Like if you think of me as an actor and the roles that I do and the roles that I've done, what are 3 words that you would say best describe me as an actor? Mine would be buoyant, ballsy, bully, funny, hilarious, powerful, strong, bossy, right? Those are words that would come up for me. That's what people would say, right? If you have not done any acting, then just ask them to give you 3 words that describe you. But I'd like you to focus it more in your acting. I'd like you to focus it in your acting. Like I would like you to say, hey, what are 3 words you could describe me as an actor, right? Me and the roles that I play. What are 3 adjectives that best describe me? So then you're going to take those adjectives. You can either write them in a list on Facebook in the I Love Actors thing, or you can do something fancy. You can go to free word cloud, and we're going to send you this link. But if you just Google word cloud, you'll see like 500 places where you can make a free word cloud. And you can make a word cloud of all the words, and it looks super fancy, right? Of your words. And so you can make a word cloud, and then you can post that, right? You can make a word cloud in the shape of a butterfly, a star, a camera. Like, you can often take the words and they'll make a little, display for you out of the words that you put in there. So that's called a word cloud. If you want to do that, great. If you just want to list the words that all your friends gave, great. And post it in the I Love Actors Facebook group. These are the beginning words that we ask all of our clients to come up with. In the 3-day event in the fall, we do what we call the adjective game, where we go into rooms and we throw out adjectives and we help each other with the branding process, right? Also, we're going to talk more about that later down the line. I was going to see, right. So on March 2nd, which is Thursday, we're going to talk more about how we use those words and how we create a branding statement. But right now, I just want you to collect the words and don't make a judgment on them. If someone says you're bitchy or you're an asshole or you're mean or you're violent or, because, like there's a lot of people that make a living playing terrible, awful people. And that's okay. Right. So I really would like you to focus it more on your acting than on yourself. So how do you see me as an actor? What kind of roles do you see me playing? Give me 3 adjectives that would describe the roles that you see me playing. That's a good way of asking it. Give me 3 adjectives of the roles that you've seen me play. Like, what do you see that I always do? Like, what are the adjectives that come up for you? Right? Those are a good way of asking your friends that question. And just collect the data, right now today is a collecting the data information. If you have not posted your dream yet, please do that. Please do that. We're going to move ahead. The other thing I want to say about your dream is if you feel really good about it, you know, type it up, put it in a vision board, put it up somewhere in front of you. Because when things get tough, which they're going to, you're going to need to see that dream. And you're going to need to be really clear about that dream. Okay, so make sure that you do that and you put that up in front of you. And so you can see it somewhere, whether it's a vision board, whether it's a goal sheet, whether you just write it on or type it on a piece of paper and stick it up somewhere in the area where you do your work as an actor. Hopefully it's like a little desk area, a little office area. You know, when I've written 3 books about the business of acting, including a textbook. And in all 3 books, I always tell actors, you know, get one of those open for business signs, put it in your window, have a place where you do your work, your war room, the place where you can put your goals up. You know, you can put what you're working on, because, you know, we're building a business here, a business that's going to, a lot of you said that you just wanted to make a living or Keely said she wanted to work every day, right? So when you want to work every day as an actor, you've got to create a safe space for yourself where you can work out of. That's important. Okay. Okay, good. All right. So who has questions for me today? Let's open up the floor. Answer your raise your hand, your virtual hand, if you have a question for me. Yes, Greta.
Hi, Valorie. So I wanted to ask something about the Accelerated Live. Is it going to be the same as the summer event? Because I lost the audio for a few minutes, so I didn't really listen to the whole thing.
Yeah, no, the summer event is totally different. The summer event is about, each event is different. This event is literally about how do I accelerate my acting career.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to introduce a lot of ideas so you can accelerate your acting career. That's what this event is about. The summer event is about getting an agent or a manager and how do I work with an agent or a manager. The fall event is everything. It's a 3-day event. So the fall event is everything. It's like 3 days. There's a lot of hands-on working during the 3-day event. For the dates of the other events, July 30th is the Summer Pitch Fest. That's about agents and managers. Okay. So for you guys that are looking for an agent or a manager, you definitely want to put that event on your calendar. Also, there will be a 2-week challenge leading up to that, the same thing. And that will be about getting an agent or a manager, putting together a pitch for an agent or a manager. Every July, I dedicate July to helping clients get agents and managers.
And it will be international? Like
oh, yeah. We have agents from all over. We have an international room, an LA room, and a New York room.
Okay.
And then the summer, and then the fall event is October. Let me just tell you. October 6th, 7th, and 8th. October 6th, 7th, and 8th. It's a 3-day event. And that event is literally soup to nuts. We are going to be working on your brand, your reach outs, like how you reach out, your customers. And then at the very end of the 3 days, we bring a bunch of customers into the room, again, international. So we bring in filmmakers, producers, directors, writers, showrunners, casting directors, and you go into the room and again, you do a 1-minute pitch on those days. So, and that's a pitch geared towards your customers, which is different than what you say when you're hiring an agent. It's totally different. Right. So so that's how and we do the same events every year. So the first event is really about you and how you get out of your own way, how you get on the path of getting the career of your dreams. That's what we're talking about right now. And that's what the event is about. So, you know, we do these challenges leading up to each event to get you. So it's like you're spending like literally 2 weeks with me. So not coming to the event seems like silly. Why I would come to the event because it's sort of like the period on the end of the sentence. Also, at the event, we are going to announce the winners. So for you guys, there are going to be winners that we choose from this challenge. People that really participated in the challenge and we really were like, wow, you did a lot and you were really great in the challenge. Thank you so much. Here's a prize. You're going to win a prize. So we're going to be presenting prizes from the challenge at the event. So yeah, anyway, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi, Yvonne.
Hi, Valerie. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. You mentioned that I should mention to you about IMBD Pro getting my agent on.
Yes. Yes. I said, oh, did you just come on late? I said that in the beginning.
Oh, so I came on late. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes, you should have your agent on IMDb Pro because the first place anyone looks you up before Spotlight, before Actors Access, the first place anyone looks you up is IMDb Pro. I also mentioned something about making sure that your pictures are not just headshots on IMDb Pro. Make sure if you have screenshots from anything you've done on camera, or even just like a red carpet picture or more of an action picture, because all headshots on IMDb Pro scream beginner actor.
Right.
So you want to not have a ton of headshots on IMDb Pro, you guys. You want to like try to get, and you know, like I had a client that didn't have any credits. So we took a picture. He had someone take a picture of him in acting class. He used that on IMDb Pro. So it just like, and if you do have any kind of video or reel, make sure you post it on IMDb Pro. Also make sure you put a bio, but you should have your agents on there because you mentioned that you have agent that you really like. So make sure they're listed on IMDb Pro.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Gabby, you're so cute. Come on down.
Oh, you're cute too. Thanks.
Thanks.
I actually thought that your thing had a filter. I was like, she looks like a teenager in this, like your skin. You just looked so young.
Oh, on my thing, it did have a filter.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, girl, because I was listening to all your videos and I was like crying and I was like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to need to have a filter. It did have a filter.
It's crazy though, because I was staring at it and it looked so like real.
Yeah, I know. That's that new filter.
Oh my God.
You all are going to use it. It's a new filter. It's amazing. On TikTok.
Yeah, well TikTok. I think I need to get on there. That's part of the problem. So just a clarification question. Are we posting all of the adjectives or just like the three?
No, you post all of them.
Okay.
Post all of them. So one thing that I do, to be really clear, we're going to talk about this more as the week goes on, but one thing I do when I'm working with an actor on their brand and developing their, what we call pitch bucket, right? And brand, which is like, right, when I'm developing that, I'm usually asking the client to basically, this sounds gross, but like throw up on the page, like get it all out, right? And then once it's out there in front of us, then we can start to go, okay, now choose 5 that really stick out to me. Oh, 5. And now take those 5 to the thesaurus. And
right.
Because like, you know, the word quirky is way overused.
Yeah.
Right. And so, so is there a better word than quirky? What other words come up when I take it to the thesaurus? That sort of thing. So we got to get it all out so then we can kind of sort it.
Okay, fun. I'm excited.
Okay. All right, Gabby. Awesome. Chris Pan. Why didn't I see you in London?
I was preoccupied. I was training.
I love you. I congratulations on finally getting the grant. I mean, that's exciting news and congratulations.
Thank
So
you.
what's the question? What's the question, my darling?
Yeah. Is it possible for you to arrange another live 3-day event in New York or LA?
I don't know if I'm gonna do live ever again. So like you guys, I used to do before COVID, my 3-day event, and all of my events were live. So Chris came to my last live event, which was the fall of 2019. He flew all the way from London and we got to meet the first time in person. He found me on Facebook and then he came and then we got to know each other and then he became a client and I got to see him in London and hang out in London with him. And yeah, so like, you know, Chris, it's like the one change that's really occurred because of COVID is that we have become a global world. The acting world has become a global world, which is great for us, right? And I have so many clients in the UK now, in Norway, in Portugal and Spain and Colombia and Mexico and Brazil and like Canada. It's like, I just think it's like, first of all, it's like a lot to ask everyone to come to the United States to do a 3-day event. And also it's fucking expensive. I mean, and so it's like, it's so much now that I have, and for you guys that don't know, I have a huge studio here. I have 2 giant TVs. So when I do my events, like I'll show you, I'll just turn the camera. See, I have these big TVs here, right? And so when I do my events, it's really great because like I can see everyone. There's computers that control each one. And so I can see like, you know, 50 people on this TV, 50 people on this TV. We can scroll so I can see all of your faces. And I get up and I'm over here and I'm like, okay, you guys, you know, and I'm like this, I'm like all like it, you know, try. And I have to say, like, you've been to one of these 3 days where these events where it's all online, haven't you? Haven't you, Chris?
Yeah. Yes,
yeah.
I was there. It went out live as well, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, that's like, I know that it's hard to Zoom that long, but like, you know, we keep it interesting. We definitely keep it interesting, as you know. So, thank you.
Can I ask you one more question, please?
Yes.
As you know, my relationship with Ridley.
Yes.
Well, it's going into production shortly, this summer. So I haven't dropped by since the last challenge we did last year, wasn't it? Well,
yeah.
I dropped by and left a gift.
Yeah.
To reception there, and also because I got certified in under the British Academy of Screen and Stage Combat in sword and shield and rapier and dagger. I sent him, you know, some information on that and some video footage of me, you know, fighting. And I know they've looked into it, but I haven't done anything since. So I'd like to know what move could I do next? I've not dropped by the office since a year.
Well, you need to go back by the office again. Part of me is like, I don't know, this is crazy. It seems like very anti-British, but I feel like I love you when you're all dressed up in your armor and everything. I'm wondering if you should go by there dressed up in your armor.
Well, I'm gonna drop by there.
I think it's a crazy thought that I just had, and I don't know if I agree with it or if it's like the other side of Valorie, you know, arguing with this side of Valorie. Like I always have to judge that, but like I don't know. That was my first instinct. It's like,
well, he'll know about it. He'll know about it if I did that, wouldn't he? So
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I need to think about that. Can you give me like a day to think about it?
Yeah, take all the time you need.
All right. All right.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to try to get through a couple more here. Indra, come on down. Indra.
Hello, my camera is going crazy, so that's why.
Okay, don't worry about it.
switched on. Okay, yeah, just the question regarding today's assignment. How many friends or family do we have to ask?
10.
10.
10.
Okay, 10 it is then.
So that's 30 words.
Okay.
And you know, most of you are probably going to get some same words from people, right? Like, you know, especially like if you've been working a lot as actors, you're probably going to get the same words from some of your friends. So don't be surprised if that happens. And so like if you do the word cloud thing, there are words that you can make bigger, like, and so, you know, it'll make that word really stick out. But I just love the word cloud thing. You guys don't have to do that, but we're giving you a link to a free word cloud thing when we send out the video or later. Let me see, this guy can't get it. Okay, does that help? Okay, Melany, come on down, Melany.
Hi.
Hello.
So I have a question, and how of a good idea is to send like a very outside the box bold kind of audition? I saw a video of this guy that said that he like created this little like mini short film, like 3-minute film to send off an audition because he really wanted a role and didn't have an agent for it and wanted to create something like that. And I was like, okay, it might be a good idea, but I don't want to like do something like that and it like backfiring me and being
It's never going to backfire you. Well,
Okay.
look. First of all, don't worry about things backfiring. Things don't really backfire. But also use your common sense, right? Like sending someone a bunch of little films because you think you're right for, or stuff like that is great. I mean, I think like, you know, say something that might be not using your common sense is when, you know, like say you had an audition for something and you went into the room and you auditioned and then you left there and you sent the room a pizza. I just think that that's not really smart. Just send them a thank you note like a couple days later. You don't need to send them a pizza. And it's not that it's a pizza. It's just that that's kind of overkill and it's not really reading the room. I do believe that gifts are not a bad idea because a lot of people will tell you don't send gifts. Well, that's stupid because gifts are very important in business building. But like when I tell my clients to send gifts, it's because one office keeps bringing them in, right? If an office keeps bringing you in, then send them a nice plant, you know, or send them a gift card to go have lunch. Or send them a gift card to like, you know, credit manager or something like that that's near their offices where they can order in food, you know, or something like that. Like be thoughtful, understand that people are running a business. Like if you're picking up the phone and calling the same business every day, you're interrupting their business every day. If they're casting a project that you're exactly perfect for and you sent them material and you want to call and pitch yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. But calling them every day is not using your common sense. Because if you're calling them every day, you're interrupting their business every day. So it's just being smart about being a smart, thoughtful, respectful business person. But when you use the term backfire, generally that means like, you know, like, oh, I could get blacklisted or something like that. First of all, blacklisted happens if you're crazy. Okay? Blacklist happens if you're crazy, right? Like if you're crazy, you know, then that's a different story. But if you're just being respectful and you're clear that you just want to get an audition, you can get an audition. You can put yourself out there. You can put videos. So don't, you know, will you step on someone's foot at some point? Yes, we all do. Everyone does, right? But that is not a reason not to run a business. Most people are scared of doing anything because we've heard from casting directors at seminars, you know, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. And so we all get fully ensconced in the straitjacket of everything we're not supposed to do, right? Whereas I've literally heard a casting director once say, don't email me. If you email me, I won't call you in. Well, actually, a month ago, my client emailed you and you called her in and she booked the part. So when they say things like that, a lot of times it's like who they're talking about are not smart actors. They've probably had someone that wasn't a smart actor that didn't email them with the knowledge of what they were doing or what to say in an email. They just willy-nilly put themselves out there. And I'm not telling you to willy-nilly put yourself out there. I'm telling you to be a smart business person and reach out to the people that are going to give you acting work. Chris has built a relationship with Ridley Scott. He's trying to get an audition for Gladiator. He went out and studied rapier, dagger, all these things to make himself viable for the project. He's got a beautiful body. He's a dancer. He has what it takes to be in that movie. He's just trying to figure out what his next move is. And these are careful moves that he's built. He found out what kind of vodka Ridley Scott liked. He took him that kind of vodka. He got to know the people in the office. He built relationships, right? And now he went out and got a certain kind of skill set that puts him out of there. And now we're trying to figure out what the next move for him is, right? That's smart. That's smart marketing and smart business, right? And they like him. They like him there. He's entertaining there. You know, it's not like he's a bother. He's not like he's showing up every day or he doesn't have something that they need. Okay, I know that was like a long answer, but I want you guys to be really clear. What is the difference here? Because a lot of us are scared to do anything. And I don't want you to be scared to do anything. All right, what time is it? Okay, I can only take Maud, come on down, and then the rest of you guys, I will get to you tomorrow. Yes. Hi, Maud.
Hi.
Hi.
So my question was about, as an actor, how do I use social media the right way? Do I put on like my fun stuff, like going out with friends, or do I put on only like actor things?
No.
I am struggling with it.
Yeah, look, you guys, social media is ultimately for you guys about the numbers. That's what they care about. If they're asking you what your following is, they want to know what your numbers are because numbers equal money. And sometimes it takes a while to find out like what your style and your brand is and how you present that. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea for a lot of actors to be on there giving actor advice. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's marketable. And I don't think that that's going to put you in front of the right people. I would rather see you on there, you know, like some of my past actors that I've worked with and clients are people like King Batch. If you don't know who he has like 14 million followers on TikTok. From the beginning, all of his videos were about hooking up with a girl, about getting a girl's phone number. That's all his videos are about. All his videos are very simple about him trying to hook up with a girl. That's it. One of our clients was Natalie Friedman. She does impersonations. From the beginning, she's just done impersonations. And then she's written sketches. And now because she's got 4 million followers or whatever, she's able to do sketches with other people like Andrew Bachelor, King Batch, and people like that, which help her numbers, right? One of my clients, Zai _rambles. Zai started doing TikToks about Black Lives Matter, Black authors, Black novelists, Black films that hold up and anti-racist values and teach things like that. Really smart, because she's been able to build relationships with those authors. Now she has 300 and some thousand followers on TikTok. She's been able to build relationships with those authors, which all of their books, like Children in Blood and Bone and things like that, are being made into movies. She's more likely to be in those movies because she's built a relationship with those authors. In the meantime, she built a relationship with Netflix. She became a content creator for Netflix. She met Daniel Kaluuya. He put her in the kitchen on Netflix, which is going to be released this spring. And she just recently signed with Identity. So she climbed the ladder by using TikTok. That's what she did. So TikTok is one of the easiest ways to climb the ladder. In fact, in the last 3 years, the big agencies, the premier amount of people they've signed have been from TikTok. So creating your brand around gardening or flowers or fashion or novelists or favorite books you read or other assets or things that you do. I have another girl that does funny sketches. Her and her friends write sketches. I just saw this new thing on there, which we're going to see more of this. We're going to see more and more of this. A series of little episodic things that are a show. And they're posting these little 3-minute videos. And I started watching this show and now I want to know what happens. Right? We're going to see more of these little short content things happening. So maybe you want to write a show or write a really funny concept and post that on TikTok. So think about that. I wouldn't be giving, actor advice is only going to put you around other people giving actor advice and mean people that used to be casting directors, who are bitches on there. And like one girl that I really like that's posting stuff, she doesn't have her stitch on because she's scared of them. I'm like, oh, don't worry, they don't bite. So I just think finding your jam, and sometimes it takes a while. Okay. All right, you guys. All right. So everyone go out and do your adjectives. Post it in the Facebook group. If you have not posted your dream video, please do post that. I would love to see that. I will get on there tonight and look at some more. Thank you for being here today. I'll see you guys same place, same time tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.